Missing someone, love with all your heart. Missing someone, love with heart. How much you missing?
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you are new, hey, what is up? My name is Ling. What you saying? Oh my god, I don't know what that was. I just had some really good food right now, so that put me in such a good mood. But yeah, so hope you guys had a very lovely Christmas and New Year's. Happy 2019, guys. I hope 2019 gives you a lot of success and a lot of health and a lot of wealth and a lot of love as well. So we are currently in the first week of January 2019. Oh my god, I still feel like it's like 2016. Like, yeah, time is going too fast for me, I swear. During this time, I reflect on myself a lot. I've realized that I need to do better and I need to be a better person as well. And one of my goals is to grow my YouTube, grow my Instagram platform. And I'm not an expert when it comes to YouTube and Instagram, but I do feel like over the years of working really hard and making so many mistakes, I've definitely managed to build my social media platforms, and I also managed to build a online family called My Little Dumplings. So I'm just so happy that I can finally do a video where I can actually help you guys out and share with you all my tips and tricks on how to film a YouTube and Instagram makeup tutorial at home. You don't need anything fancy, you don't need to spend loads of money. Honestly, you don't need that. The only thing that you'd probably splurge on the most is a camera, and that's it really. So in this video, I'm going to cover lighting, I'm going to cover cameras, I'm going to cover backdrops, and I'm also going to be covering organization and how to stay motivated on Instagram and YouTube. I felt like it was nice to put that in this video just in case you guys are thinking to do YouTube and Instagram. It's very easily to be discouraged when doing Instagram and YouTube all the time. So yeah, well, why not put it in? So in terms of the backdrop, I'm gonna show you guys how to go from this type of backdrop to this. So let's talk about lighting. Now, lighting is so important when it comes to filming and photography. Depending on what type of lighting you want to use determines what type of theme you want to have in your videos and pictures. But when it comes to makeup, I feel like it's really important to have really good enough lighting when it comes to your face especially. So what I recommend is always have lighting on the center of your face. It's really important that there's no weird shadows, there's no weird like colored lighting, like yellow, gloomy type of lighting, no gray lighting. You want to have good enough lighting to light up your whole entire face. That way people can see your foundation, people can see your eyeshadow, people can see like the little details of the makeup application and of your face as well. So that's the one thing I've learned. I always used to believe that harsh lighting was the best lighting. Don't ask me why, guys. This was like the early days of me doing Instagram and YouTube, but I realized the best type of lighting to use is soft lighting. Now you can achieve soft lighting through a ring light and 2 softboxes, which I have. If you don't want to use lighting equipment, you can go ahead and use natural lighting. Natural lighting is the best lighting when it comes to filming videos and taking pictures, because I feel like because it's natural lighting, you just can't go wrong with it. So the best time to shoot video in natural lighting is probably like 8-9 a.m. all the way up until like 3-4 p.m. So those amount of times are the best time to film a makeup tutorial with natural lighting. And the best place to capture natural lighting is literally stand or sit in front of your window and film your content through that, and you will have such good lighting. I've done it so many times and it has definitely helped me out, and it's definitely helped me out at the beginning. But then again, some people, they don't have time to film in natural lighting. A lot of people, they work during the day and the only time that they have is free is like during the evening. So the best option, the best second option is to have studio lighting. So a ring light, the ring light that I use is from Newer or Neue, or I don't know how to say it, but it's Newer, and I have have the biggest ring light that they have as well. Now the reason why I have the big ring light is because I feel like it really helps light up not just my face, but like a little bit on the background as well. I have noticed over the years that when you have a really nice backdrop and when it's nice and lit, it really helps make the makeup look stand out. It really helps make the makeup tutorial look more watchable, and in a weird way it kind of gives off like a nice aesthetic as well. So definitely I recommend personally in getting a big ring light, but if you feel like you don't want a big ring light, that's okay. Stick to a small one and you'll still be able to produce good content just as long as the lighting is straight on in front of your face. Now I have two soft boxes. The reason why I have two soft boxes is again to help light up my backdrop. That way you guys can see everything, you guys can see all the details, so when I move around you can see everything. And the two soft boxes that I have are super cheap as well. It's cheaper than the ring light, which kind of sucks. Babe! I'm filming!
I was shutting the door because I'm about to use the blender.
Oh, okay.
Give me 30 seconds.
Fine. Men! Oh my god. I don't even remember what I was saying, so... Oh, Nathan! Oh my god. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying literally a few seconds ago, so this video is going to be so sporadic. Really sorry about that. But anyway, as I was saying, I have two soft boxes and they were super cheap. It's so much cheaper than the ring light. The ring light is like, what, 150, 170 pounds. I know, so expensive. But this is the big one. The smaller one is a little bit more cheaper. And I feel like ring lights are getting more expensive as time goes by because, you know, everybody wants to be on social media, everybody wants to produce really good content on social media, whether you want to do it as a job or do it as a hobby. So definitely get yourself a ring light ASAP, otherwise it's just gonna get so much more expensive. So in terms of the ring lights, in terms of the soft boxes, I have one over here and then I have one over here, which is to light up side by side and my backdrop as well. And my soft boxes, again, soft lighting, so it really gives my skin a really nice soft filter and it really helps make my highlight look really good. It really helps make my makeup stand out, and it's not too soft and it's not too harsh as well. So the one thing that you guys should take away from this is that too much exposure will make your makeup look way too white. People can't see your beautiful face, people can't see your beautiful makeup, so make sure that you have the right amount of lighting, and you also want to make sure that you don't want to have too much shadow in your videos as well. If your video is really dark and you have a lot of shadow, it will stop people from really watching your videos because people can't really see the details of your makeup application. So just make sure that you have good enough lighting and make sure it's always in the center of your face. Another amazing lighting equipment that I absolutely freaking love, and I feel like not many people talk about it, is this. This is the RIKI light. This was custom made and given to me as a gift from NARS, so thank you so much to NARS for giving this to me, and it also says my name on it as well, so when someone tries to steal it I'd be like, no, that's mine. So what I love about this light is that when you turn it on, it lights up literally, and then you can also increase the lighting as well with this little button over here, and it's like 5 settings, so it goes lighter each time you press the button, and then you can also lower the lighting as well. And it's chargeable, it's really lightweight, so you can travel with this. So if you're the type of person who travels a lot but you really want to film makeup tutorials as you're traveling, bring this with you because it's just so sick. Another thing that's so good about the RIKI light is that you get this with it and you literally clip it on onto your mirror, and then you can go ahead and put your phone on it, but you need to like take your phone case off. So you can go ahead and literally stick your phone on, and you can just literally turn this on, and then you have lighting and it will light up the center of your face, and you can just go ahead and just press record and you can start filming and doing your own stuff. It's so sick, guys. Oh my god, I love this. This is definitely a really good investment. If you don't want fancy lighting and you don't want to spend literally any money on any of the stuff that I'm recommending you, that's fine. Just get this at least. So when it comes to cameras, it's not about what camera I recommend to you. It's about mastering that camera that you already have. So I can tell you all the best cameras and all the worst cameras ever, but if you know how to work a camera by playing around with settings, playing around with lighting, playing around with different environments with the camera, then you'll be able to produce really good content. So that's one thing I've learned from loads of people, is that it's not about what camera you have, it's about mastering the camera. So the cameras that I personally recommend is literally your phone. I have the iPhone 8 Plus and it works like a charm. I use the front camera when it comes to filming my Instagram makeup tutorials, especially when I have good lighting. This camera works wonders. I recommend using the iPhone camera in natural lighting rather than studio lighting because I feel like it just looks better. The next camera that I absolutely love is the Canon G7X. Now, when I first got this camera, I hated this camera, and the reason why was because I hated the auto mode. The auto mode is ridiculously stupid on this camera. It doesn't pick up good enough lighting. But then once I learned how to use this camera, I realized this is actually the best camera for vlogging, for filming makeup tutorials, for taking pictures. As long as you know how to use it, you're good to go. So the settings that I love to use is SCN, and then on SCN it will give you an option of loads of different types of other settings. So there's portrait, self-portrait, and loads of other stuff that I don't even remember. But I love using the portrait mode. I feel like it really helps pick up lighting without it being too harsh, and it also helps soften the skin a little bit, but not too much, not like the Sony A5100. That camera really like blurs out everything, and I don't like that, especially for makeup. When it comes to filming makeup tutorials, it's good to show skin texture, it's good to show spots, it's good to show wrinkles, fine lines, and large pores, and greasy foreheads, and all of that. It's good to show those flaws. So when it comes to cameras, I want to make sure that I don't have too much of a blur. This is why I love this camera. I definitely recommend in checking it out if you want to upgrade from your phone. It's definitely much better quality. And then my other camera that I absolutely love using is the camera that I'm using right now, and that is the Canon 77D. Now originally I was going to get the Canon 80D because all my friends have it and they do makeup as well, and they all recommend the Canon 80D, and I had my heart set on that camera and I was so close to buying it. I was literally this close to buying it. But then the guy at the shop was like, why are you buying this camera? You are a beauty blogger, you don't need this camera. And I was just like,
why is this guy telling me this? Doesn't he want his commission?
But then he was really honest with me. He was like, you don't need a Canon 80D because it's very heavy. It's made for environmental purposes, meaning it's made for people who do outdoors photography, who does outdoor videography. You film at home, it's best to have a lightweight camera. You're also a vlogger as well, so it's ideal to have a camera that's good quality but lightweight. And I really appreciated his honesty, and the camera that I use now is the Canon 77D, and this is what came out of his mouth, okay, not from my mouth. He said that the Canon 77D is literally a baby version, and when I mean baby version, I mean by size, of the Canon 80D. And when he said that, I was just like,
is he ripping me off?
He can't be ripping me off because I'm literally going to be saving £200 of money with the Canon 77D. So I went ahead and bought the Canon 77D, and it is the best camera I have ever used. Much better than the G7X, much better than my phone. I love this camera. It really helps capture macro shots of products. It really helps zooms into my skin. You can see how raw my skin is without scaring you guys away. I just love it. And in terms of lenses, I use the lens that the camera came with because I feel like it's amazing. It works well. A lot of photographers and videographers say you should buy a different lens when you buy your DSLR. Something about it's not good enough quality, but I feel like the lens that came with this camera is so good anyway. So yeah, in terms of the settings, I put my settings on this camera on manual. I hate shooting on auto. I cannot rely on auto, so I shoot on manual, and then on ISO I go on 400, so it's not too bright and it's not too low, and you can see my whole entire face and my backdrop as well. Next, I'm going to talk to you guys about backdrops. Now, backdrops, I used to struggle so much when it came to backdrops because I was just like, I already spent money on equipment, like lighting and cameras. Do I really need to spend money on backdrops? But backdrops is probably the most cheapest thing to invest in to make your videos look better. So I go through phases depending on how I feel and depending what mood I'm in and depending what makeup look I want to go for. I will use like a colorful, bright backdrop backdrop. The backdrops that I like to use are fabric and I get them from Amazon. Now you don't need to go to Amazon and buy fabric backdrops. I just buy them off Amazon because I'm just super lazy and I can't be bothered to go to the fabric shop even though it's not far from my house. I'm just super lazy. If you don't have a fabric shop near you, if you have IKEA near you, they do sell a lot of fabrics. Now I didn't know this until I went shopping with my friend like a few weeks ago. I was like, oh my god, IKEA sells fabrics and they sell good fabric as well, and they do like all different types of patterns and you can get however big you want. I recommend in getting probably like 2 meters across and then 1 meter down. You don't need anything too big. I say get something that's quite standard, something that's not too heavy as well. It's good to get a fabric that's quite lightweight. That way when you hang it up, it doesn't like fall down. And when you get a fabric backdrop, make sure you get a steamer as well because it's easier to get rid of the creases rather than ironing. And what's so amazing about getting a steamer is that you can put your wig on it and your wig will be fine. If you don't want to have a colorful bold backdrop, honestly a plain white wall is absolutely fine. I did numerous videos with just a plain white wall, and it's nice to have a plain white backdrop because there's no distractions. But like I said, depending on how you feel and what type of theme you want to go for, like recently I have been loving nature, and even though this isn't a real plant, it's a fake plant because I got a real plant who will literally die. Like I can't even take care of myself, let alone a plant, so that's why I got myself a fake one. But I wanted to get something green, something naturey, something cute, something different because I've never had plants in my videos before, and looking at this makes me really happy and it reminds me of like, you know, being outside even though I don't even go outside that much. But yeah, so I got myself this plant which is from Amazon. It was £40, so it is a little bit expensive for a fake plant, but at least it will never die. I almost forgot this. I mean, this kind of falls under lighting and backdrop, but I use this little thing. This is called the Roto light, and I love this little thing because it's small, it's lightweight. You can also put this on top of your DSLR camera if you want to get really good lighting. Yeah, so that light, what it does is that I put it behind me and I get a small tripod and I stick it on top and I plug it in, and it gives me this really nice type of light in the backdrop just to like make it a bit more brighter. To me, I feel like when it comes to filming makeup tutorials, the brighter the backdrop, the better the lighting, and the softer the lighting, the better the video will look and the better the makeup will look. That's just personal preferences and that's how I like my videos to look. So I just like to have that. I don't always have that behind me, but this light is so sick when you put it in front of a fabric, bold, colorful backdrop. Like it looks so sick on pink, orange, and this is how it should look. Very clean, very cool, with a little light in the background as well. Cheap, affordable, and it looks professional. Even on just a plain white backdrop, like it's just so nice to have that. And also you can change the settings on it as well, so you can have warm settings or you can have cool tone settings. So it's really fun. It's lasted me for a really long time and it's never failed me, and it doesn't overheat as well, which is what I like. I hate having lighting that overheat. So guys, just be aware when you do buy studio lighting, it's gonna get hot, but it's gonna be worth it. So make sure you get yourself like a mini fan or something so you can cool down. Everything that I mentioned in this video will be listed down below in the description box. That way you guys can check it out, and if you do get them, please let me know how it goes for you. I really do hope that the equipment that I recommended is something that you will enjoy using. Just make sure that you check the policies, because I don't want you guys to like waste your money on something that you don't like and you're like, oh my god, she recommended this but it doesn't work for me. So make sure you keep receipts, check policies, that way you know you can get your money back. I just feel like I have to say that and make that very, very clear. Last but not least, I want to talk to you guys about how to stay organized and how to stay motivated, because you know it's very easy to feel burnt out when you do loads and loads of like Instagram content. Like I have days where I feel so burnt out, I don't even want to look at makeup, I don't even want to look at Instagram, I don't even want to be around people or be anywhere near my phone or my laptop. And it's very normal to feel like that, but at the same time it's very like discouraging. And the reason why I go through phases where I feel a little bit meh,
I don't want to do Instagram anymore,
is because I'm just tired. Sorry, tweet, just text me. It's so easy to feel like no one's looking at your post and no one's interested in your platform, but the thing is, you just got to stay confident and you just got to remember that social media is a marathon. Like, I learned this from Think Media the other day, which I will leave a link to his YouTube channel down below in the description box. I highly recommend in watching his videos on a daily basis if you want to be a social media person. Like, it's so easy to wake up and be like, I don't want to do this anymore, I'd rather just get a new job. Like, to me, I feel like that sometimes, but I know deep down I don't want to do that, but it's only because I'm just tired and I have no inspiration. So the tips and tricks that helps me to stay motivated is to be super organized and having books like this as well. So this is just my book where I write down what to talk about in my YouTube videos, that way I don't miss any important information, and I make sure that everything I say is in the correct order as well. So it's like a script, but it's not like a proper script. It's basically like a layout of what to mention and what not to forget. If you've seen my other video, and if you haven't, I will leave a little link up here. I highly recommend watching it. It's a reminiscence type of reminiscence. I am reminiscing in that video. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? I reminisce about 2018 and I talk about how you and me grew together and we became one big family on not just Instagram but YouTube as well. So yeah, I highly recommend watching that video if you want to get to know me on a much more personal level. I mentioned these two journals. These two journals have been so far really helpful, and this is my personal development slash diary journal. So it keeps me organized, it keeps me up to date. I write down my monthly goals, my daily goals, my weekly goals. It's so helpful having this journal, and you know, there's a lot of positive quotes in there as well, so I highly recommend checking out this journal. And then I also have my 6-minute diary as well. So within that 6-minute diary, I write down my goals, I write down what I'm happy about, I write down what I'm grateful for, and I write down how will I make today great. So having little things like that keeps me hungry, it keeps me motivated, it reminds me, why do I do this as a job? It's because of you guys, it's because I got family that I need to take care of, it's because in the future I'm going to be settling down. Like, I'm 24, I'm going to be 25 this year. In the next few years I need to settle down, I'm going to have kids, I want to take care of them. So having these journals really helped me out, and it helps me stay hungry, and it made me realize that I do want to do social media for the rest of my life. So that's another way to stay motivated. So where I film in a separate room. So I'm actually very lucky to have my own beauty room. However, if you don't have a spare room in your house to transform it into a beauty room, do not panic. You can film in your bedroom. That's what I used to do, but unfortunately I didn't film a video on how to do that. But I will leave a link down below in the description box where one of my good friends, Charmie Janee, she showed how she filmed in her bedroom, and it's such a nice, neat setup as well. And her room is not small and it's not big, it's kind of like small to medium. So if that's like something you're interested in, then I will leave a link down below in the description box. And please give her a follow as well, not on just YouTube but on Instagram as well, because she works so freaking hard and her Instagram content is so sick. She's actually one of the reasons why I want to improve on my Instagram content. So that is the end of the video, guys. I really hope this video really helped you guys out. If you have any questions, like any questions, please leave a comment down below and I will reply back to you. If you are watching this in the future, the best way to contact me is on Instagram. You can DM me or you can leave some comments on my pictures or posts or whatever. I am very active on Instagram. Or can't reach me on Instagram, then you can go ahead and reach me on Twitter, tweet me, and I will reply back to you as soon as I can. I really seriously do hope this video helped you guys out. I can't think of anything that I missed out. In the next video, I'm going to talk about how I edit my videos. I'm going to show you guys how I make my Instagram mini makeup tutorials, how to make it look sick, how to make it look cool, how to make them repostable, how to make them stand out, how to make them different, how to find royalty-free music. I'm gonna share all my tips and tricks in the next video, so make sure you guys subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss it. Today's shout out goes to the Flayed. Oh my god, guys, you need to follow him. Look how sick that is, giving me like proper the Val Garland vibes. Like, if you don't know who the Val Garland is, shame on you. You should really watch her and look her up. She's like the biggest fashion makeup artists out there. So yeah, if you guys want a shout out in my next YouTube video, all you gotta do is just follow me on Instagram and just tag me in your makeup looks, or if you don't do makeup, if you do something else like baking or art or whatever you do, just know that I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. So if you do want a shout out, just tag me and I will mention you. I love you guys so much. Mwah. Bye.